So we're slowly ticking things off the box with the new patrol. The exhaust is done, tow bar's done, the back's stripped, getting ready for the floor and some of the electrical to go in. Electrical. But today, I'm going to fit up a roof rack. We decided to go with the ARB Base rack. It's a fully welded rack, so unlike Rhino where it has the little plastic corners and stuff and it's all bolted, this thing's full one piece welded aluminium. So should be bloody strong. Just hopefully it looks the part. I think it will look nice up there. It comes with a diffuser and stuff on it, so hopefully not too much wind noise either. But I'm going to go ahead and get set up, get some tools out, and show you what's involved. So here's all our fitting hardware. Front brackets, rear brackets, middle, a few packers. These are just to seal up, stop water running into the roof. I will be using silicone as well though, and it's up to you guys whether you choose that step or not. It doesn't say anything about the silicone, but I'd prefer to be safe than sorry. And then a whole heap of nuts and bolts. So these Allen key bolts are the ones you use on the brackets. And then I don't know if you can see them, there's like a few black button heads and stuff. They're all for fixing the rack to the rails. So I'm going to go ahead. The first step is to pop out the little oh god, what do you call them? Caps, I guess, in the roof channel. So I'll get up there and pop them out and show you. Just get a little screwdriver in, pop them out, Phillips bit, and take these plugs out. Do that to these three here. Alright, so at this stage I'm going to chuck a bit of silicone in these holes, and then we'll put the rubber on, and then these mounts go this way. So with the welded nut inside. I would suggest if you have a patrol and you're not planning on putting a roof rack on, get on top, pop these covers off, undo these. That's literally what's stopping water getting in your roof. A little bit of foam on a plastic plug. So I personally would rip that off, goop that full of silicone and just press them back in, because they weren't watertight. It probably would work for a while, but I think with that foam stuff, once it gets hot a few times, it will just start to deteriorate. Go ahead and fit this bracket off. Sits in there like that, with one of these on each hole and a silver washer. Alright, so that's one side done. Just repeat it on the other side. I won't bother showing you, it's exactly the same. There we have the rack, and here's the rails, and we need these brackets. I'll show you how to fit them up to the rack. You do have to get measurements in between the outside of these brackets and the outside of the other brackets, and that will let you know exactly where to put your rails. I'll try best I can with one hand, but basically you put your nuts through. They do have a square on the inside. You just lay them in your track, make sure that the nuts go in there, and then you just spin it and then slide it across, and that's where your rail's going to sit in there. So yeah, fully adjustable to your width of your car. So I'm going to go ahead and do all these now and get my measurements, and yeah, if there's anything that I need to show you on the way between this step and having all these rails bolted on, I will let you know. You can go through, do all these nuts up once you've got your measurements in between these points. That one and that one over there. So the patrol was 1285 at the front and 1230 at the back. The base rack all fitted up. It's actually a really nice, it's a nice rack. It does come with a diffuser at the front, but I'm not sure if I want to run that yet or not. I think it looks better the way it is now. So for now I'm going to leave it. I do always have the option of putting it on, but I think it looks nice at the front. And we might be putting a light bar up there anyway, so yeah. I'll give that 100 out of 100 for quality. You know, as I was looking through the pieces and stuff, they're all really well made. The rack itself is just solid as hell. Like, it does have these little removable end caps, so you can take them off. They're still metal, but you can take them off and you can run wire through. You can basically run wire through all these channels here just to hide it all away. But yeah, difficulty, not difficult at all really. Work your measurements out for your rails so you can snuggle that up while it's on the ground, and then get a mate to help you lift it up, and you should be sweet. I chucked the blanket down on the roof so that everything's on the blanket, and then lifted the back up, pulled it out about halfway, and just put the two back bolts in. And then we just lifted the front up a touch so we could pull the blanket out, and then went through and did all those 6 bolts up on the side there. But yeah, all in all, relatively easy fit, and it just looks $1,000,000. So, hope you enjoyed that one, guys. See ya. Road testing the car without the diffuser on the front. About 60 k's an hour it started vibrating and it got fairly loud, and then that obviously got worse when I got up to about 100 k's an hour. So we've now fitted the diffuser, and there's next to no wind noise at all anymore, even at up to 120. So yeah, we're very happy with the rack, but I do suggest you chuck on the diffuser. It's obviously there for a reason, and it works really well.